Part 2, The Man Who Saw Venus. Then they began to negate the performance they had seen. Finally, I was not accepted by the group, he had, sadly. But this does not deter Noonan from his quest to help the human race raise itself to a higher level of consciousness and understanding of the universe. He is convinced that he has been chosen as a kind of new messiah to bring the message of idealistic flying saucer crews to people on Earth. He explains how his conviction came about. During World War II, I had been in the European Theatre of Operations for 3 years. I was in the camouflage unit of the Army Corps of Engineers. While over there, I went through many fantastic experiences that were just unexplainable. Although I was bitterly opposed to the fighting, I was not afraid. I knew that I would always be protected. After I returned home, I got a job with the Forster Kleiser Outdoor Advertising Company, which is now owned by Metro Media. One day I was standing on the movable cart on top of the service truck. I was painting an outdoor highway advertising board, and all of a sudden I was just gone. I just wasn't there. I went out of my earthly body and was taken in my astral body to appear before the Galactic Command at the Great Central Sun. I appeared before a great white throne. It was in a tremendously beautiful white building. I could see light all around me. I stood there before the tremendous light. Seated everywhere were the elders of the command, and out of the great white light a voice spoke to me. It just came booming out, and it said, "Will you agree to be the savior of the world?" It didn't really shock me too much, but at just the moment, the whole panorama of my existence on earth passed before me. I thought of my wife and my children, because if I agreed, it meant that I would be crucified. It meant that I would be isolated from everybody. I paused only a moment before I answered yes, and then the voice admonished me, "You may die in the hands of your fellow men. Their sin shall remain with you until the Mother Comforter comes to deliver them." That was the end of the experience. I was back in my earth body working on a signboard for Foster Kleisner. So I climbed off the truck and quit my job. Ever since that fateful morning, Noonan has dedicated himself, he says, to one task: to make people aware of the race of flying saucer beings who operate on a higher level of intelligence than do Earthlings. They mean no harm to us Earth people, he claims, and only want to help us if we give them a chance. But first we have to believe in them, which demands that we have to drop our normal skeptical attitudes about things that we don't understand and depend more on the sensitivity of our minds and consciousness. To cause this change in attitudes is Noonan's mission. Okay. Because of his mission, Noonan has been criticized and even ridiculed, but is convinced that sometime in the future his cosmic role will be self-evident to most people. It will be proved when Earth beings learn to trust their higher consciousness and are able to communicate mentally with him and the space people. As an example of power of the mind, he says, I have been to the planet Venus and back. I can hypnotize myself and project myself out into space through my astral body. In this way, I can visit any planet of the solar system or beyond. Noonan, the artist, has made several paintings of the cities he had saw on the planet Venus. He says there's a city on Venus that would be called the New Jerusalem if it were here on Earth. The cities of our planet are obsolete. On Venus, there is a most striking city. the city of spirals. It has no streets. Everything is built of beautiful spirals. The people and the traffic move around on elegant spirals. At this point in our interview, Noonan stood up and went to the broad picture window of my hotel room. The sky was absolutely clear, not a cloud visible anywhere. These space people that I am in communication with, he said, are very anxious to demonstrate their presence to the Earth people. Now I will concentrate on having them give us a demonstration of their presence. Perhaps it will be possible for me to summon a scanner or two to appear right outside the window here at the hotel. A scanner, according to Noonan, is a small flying saucer that is sent out from the big mothership to reconnoiter the Earth. Look up there, said Noonan. There are no clouds in the sky, but the mothership is out there in space. Those aboard her are aware of my presence here. They are aware of your presence here. I will ask them to form a cloud out there as a demonstration of their awareness. Do you have any film left in your camera? I've been shooting pictures of Noonan's expressions as he's talking during an interview and had used up every roll of conventional film in my gadget bag. All I had left was a roll of infrared film. That's even better for your purposes, he told me, so I loaded the camera with the infrared film and waited. 5 minutes later, he excitedly pointed to the formation of some high stratocumulus clouds. 10 minutes later, 2 small saucer-shaped clouds had formed, one after another in the space of sky between some buildings across the way. I focused my camera lens upon them and made a few exposures. After the film was developed, I had enlargements made of the 2 most interesting frames. The images on the big photo prints did look like flying saucers with a dome on top. Alan Noonan had promised me that clouds would appear in a clear sky. The clouds did appear. Frankly, I still cannot explain this phenomenon. Well, that's the man who saw Venus. Alright, everybody have a nice day.